No idea what I need. I'm also gonna... it's loud. It's loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Oh no, I crossed the pit exit line. Let's stay in pit exit line. There we go. So, bit of a hectic start for me, but... Oh god. Welcome back everyone, and welcome to the alternative French Grand Prix, which is taking place at Dijon, where they raced in the late 70s, early 80s. It's a track that is still in use, so it's... I thought it would be quite fun to have a go around here. Again, I have nothing set up for this Ferrari, and as you can see, I've got the motion rig going again, so it's just getting back into using the damn motion rig. Because everything feels a bit... You know, I'm being chucked about a fair bit, so just getting back into it. God, this track is bumpy! If you want to experience some porpoising, here we go. So, this is a lap. God, it is showing the porpoising. This is a lap of Dijon. So you got a long straight, then a long right-hander. It sort of mirrors itself a lot. So then it goes left and right, quite quick, and then it goes downhill. It's quite a sharp, long left-hander into a hairpin. Oh, bump that. And a Ferrari doing a Ferrari thing, right? So you come around the hairpin. Yeah. Brake. That is where the end of the short circuit comes. You sort of miss that hairpin loop. And then it's sort of quick little chicane left and right before getting to a long left-hander, so it sort of mirrors itself. Sort of a bit of a unique track in that regards. Of course, this is the famous fight between René Arnoux and Gilles Villeneuve. So of course replicating Gilles Villeneuve in a Ferrari, because Carlos Sainz got driver of the day because he started at the back and finished 5th. Could have finished higher if Ferrari's strategy had worked. I don't like the brakes so far in this, and it needs a hell of a lot more downforce. It's a really quick lap time. The lap record is a 1 minute 4 in a 2015 Toro Rosso, driven by a driver who I can't remember. I'll put his name on the screen. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page. A few interesting lap records though is Paul Ricard has the lap record around here in a DTM car, and the lap record in a Formula 3 car still belongs to Jules Bianchi. So let's try and do some good. Let's see what we can get out of this. Get out of this Ferrari. Yeah, definitely needs more downforce through here. Again, just being thrown about. The motion rig's finally working. I love it. Oh yeah, needs a lot more downforce. This is my first like decent lap, so I'm actually going to complete this one. That bump coming down is nasty. It's also this one's a bit nasty. It's quite a short circuit. Well, it feels short, but it's 3.8 kilometers, so it's not that bad. It would be 80 laps in a real Grand Prix. I'm worried I got an Alpine on the inside. I do. I clearly have less downforce than the Alpine. So, oh, I don't have the timing screen, so I don't know what position I'm in. yeah, don't know what position I'm in. So I'm going to head back to the pits, bolt a lot of downforce on here, get a bit more practice, and I'll see you in quali. Bloody hell, that's a tight pit lane entry. Okay, here we go. Building up for the hot lap, coming around the final corner now. I've added quite a bit more downforce to the car. If you do Assetto Corsa, I'm running 22 front wing and 30 rear wing, which is quite a lot more. So, here we go. Come down to the first corner. You want to break down to fourth. And you can, once you get sort of halfway, you can hold it. All this is completely flat. Flat, 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 flat. Brake as soon as you start coming down the hill, down to about second or third. Then you want to power over. You don't want to run those curves because they're quite high. Again, brake down to about second. This is a nasty corner, blind to apex, and it dips down immediately in the apex, the top of the hill. Brake early because it's a bit of a blind entry into there. But for this one, you want to actually brake and go down the gear for that corner, let it run a little bit wide, and then the setup I've got, I can run flat out through here. As soon as I can see the straight, I can open the DRS because the car's settled enough. So what does that give me for a lap time? Give me a 1 minute, 1 minute 0.5. I'm 0.6 seconds behind Perez. So it shows how much quicker these cars are. Like I said, the lap record was a 1:15, I think. The lap record for the short track going just straight on and skipping this bit is 1 minute. 1 minute exactly. I think it's 1 minute 0.00 or something like that. It's like exactly a minute. But yeah, Sergio Perez showing that wrong and getting below the 1 minute mark. Let's see if these guys get in the way while I go for a second run. Bet they will. This is where I have my advantage. Look at my speed through the final corner as the Williams decides to go into the pit lane. So that's an issue I've got to look for. So, I'm going on to the last lap of qualifying. I'm hoping whatever car that is in front doesn't get in my way. I think it's an Aston Martin. Again, they've been in my way pretty much the whole time. I'm currently P1, 0.4 of a second ahead of Perez for the 59.1. So string a nice lap together. I'm going to catch this Aston Martin. Already 0.2 seconds slower than good turn 1. No, I'm slower because I had to brake in an awkward place. Oh, I actually improved suddenly through that final sector. I was actually a little bit faster. 0.1 despite having that incident with the Aston Martin. So I'm 0.2 faster that lap. So there we go, a 58.9 despite having contact. God, imagine what I would have done if I actually didn't have contact. There we go. So we line up in P1. It's a really close together grid. Like the gaps. Perez isn't that far behind. So Perez is P2. We've got Leclerc in P3, and I think that's Lando Norris P4. Here's indeed ahead of Hamilton, Ricciardo, Bottas, Verstappen all the way down in 8th. Alonso and Schumacher getting into the top 10. Gasly, Russell having a bad qualifying in 12th. Latifi Albon. Ocon, bad day for the Frenchman. Sonoda, Magnussen, Stroll, and Vettel at the back. Two Aston Martins not being the quickest. I'm still on the soft tyre. I don't want to be on the soft tyre. Is there anybody else on the soft tyre? No, so we all should get away. Wonderful. Right. Here we go. The start of the alternative French Grand Prix at Dijon. Here we go. It's lights out and away we go. And a much better start from Sergio Perez. I do need to keep an eye on the inside for the McLaren. I can't see it, but I know it's there. I think it's clear. That's my corner now. Right, where do I get past Perez? He's going cautiously into that corner. Brake nice and early because it's a horrible corner because you lose all traction and all downforce down that corner. Third gear up here. Nice and gentle. You don't want to go full throttle out of that corner because there's the bump. Also, track limits are really, really extreme around here. So, you run wide, I'm going to be told to slow down quite dramatically. Right, this is where my car's been doing really well. Go flat out, go flat out, go flat out, go flat out, go flat out. I'm right behind Perez, getting the slipstream, pull alongside. To one lap, it's a drag race down the line. He's got more top end speed than I do. Oh, contact! Contact between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. I don't know where he is. He is behind. I'm going to have to lower my ERS. Just for a bit. I can only do a couple of laps behind the... I can only do a couple of laps on hot lap. Perez is really fighting for it. This is intense. I mean, I hope I pull away for the win, but also I hope I don't, because Perez is really giving me a run for my money. So I'm faster through the final corner, but to give it a bit more of an advantage, I'm not going to use DRS when I'm in the lead. So here comes Sergio Perez. I can use DRS, instead of Corsa lets you just use DRS wherever, but it's slightly more fun and realistic if I don't do it again. It's just the motion rig just adds to the whole movement of it. Like, it's a tight, long tight corner. I'm gonna have a teammate on me inside. No, he's still behind. That's alright. God, you're constantly looking and thinking, and I haven't had an intense race like this for a while. I love it. Am I opening DRS there for you, lunatic? But I can have it here to look much, much better run than Perez. Oh no, but he seems to be pulling away. He's got much better speed than I do. Okay, so I've got to try and catch him in the corners and get a better run out of that final corner. Big lock up, and that's let Leclerc right back behind me now. I shouldn't have let Perez through. He's really pulled away. Focus, Matt. Focus. Yeah. Nope, lost it again. Same corner. Coming on to lap 11, I am 4 seconds behind Perez, but 2.5 ahead of Leclerc. Starting to find a good rhythm with how to use the ERS and how to do this corner. But yeah, I'm halfway through. I've got to mention it'll be 20 laps exactly. so hopefully I'm gaining on Perez. I am gaining on Perez. I'm starting to mount my attack on him, so hopefully I can start reeling him in. He was 4 seconds last lap. Oh, and he's now 3 seconds because I gained so much time around that last corner. So, okay, I can try and reel him in. Ooh, so the Aston Martins were causing me trouble in qualifying. They are causing Sergio Perez troubles in the race. Sebastian Vettel is holding up his former team. So now I can try and use the fact Vettel's going quite slow in the Aston Martin to try and make a move on Perez. Right, Perez has the straight line speed on me. That was awesome. We couldn't go 3 wide, but I could follow Perez directly. Right. I'm going to brake earlier than Perez because I don't know where he's going to brake and I'm too close behind him. Now, if you go wide on that, the entry before the corner that turns down, you lose pretty much all traction, so I don't want to do that. I need to put the car back into overtake mode. He's pulling away again slightly. Come on, right. Can we get him here? Open the DRS. Pull alongside. Take the lead. I'm past him. I'm happily past him. Can I hold that position for the next 5 laps? Oh, I'm still in 4th. That wasn't a good enough gear, but I pulled far enough ahead of Perez to not worry about it. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Lots of porpoising. Got to use the drag off of the Haas. Around the outside of the Haas. Use Lance Stroll. Yeah, Perez is struggling to get past the Haas. That's good. I come up quite quick on Stroll. Oh! I do run wide and kick out a little bit because I know what Stroll's like. He's going to be like, yeah, I can unlap myself. Because he thinks that's a smart thing to do. The AI behaves a similar way. But I've now got Stroll and Magnussen in between myself and Perez. So that's a nice buffer to have. Ooh. That was a little twist and Perez is right on my gearbox again. So I've got to hold them together as we're coming onto the final lap. This roller coaster of a track. It's really fun, short little track. I will open DRS because Perez is a lot faster down the straight and I'm directly behind Ocon. So, final lap, I got Ocon between myself and Perez, we know Ocon's like when a Red Bull tries to lap him, so I should be fine. But I am now also going to be stuck behind Tsunoda and that Alonso. Nope. It's Albon. Look at all over the place, it's going to be thrown about. Tsunoda isn't going to get another lap, he's going to be lapped. And Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz will win the alternative French Grand Prix. I'm exhausted. So, us as Carlos Sainz, ahead of Perez and Leclerc. Hamilton ahead of Norris. Verstappen making his way up to 6th, which was good. Bottas impressive 7th. Ricciardo. Schumacher getting into the points. And George Russell P10. Alonso, Gasly, Zhou, Latifi, and then we lapped Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Magnussen, and Vettel. I've been that tired after a race for a while, and having the rig actually moving me was great. It was jiggling my stomach. I had to stop during qualifying. I was starting to feel a bit motion sick because it was just jiggling me about so much. But that was absolutely great. What a fun, amazing little circuit Dijon is. Again, they did race there in like the mid to late 70s and the early 80s. They raced in at Dijon. But yeah, we were faster than the lap record of the. In fact, I can see it. I can see it on the screen just under the camera. The lap record for the short circuit is 1 minute exactly. 1 minute 0 seconds 0.000 by Jody Scheckter in a Tyrrell 007. And yeah, 102.9 in a 2015. Oh no, in Toro Rosso STR1, which is a 2007, 2008 Toro Rosso. I can't remember. Yeah, that was exhausting. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was quite fun. That was definitely a fun, quite close race. With not many mistakes really, which is good. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be back next week for the alternative Hungarian Grand Prix. That one, like the Azerbaijan race, will be pre-recorded. In fact, I'm going to record that now because on the Saturday and the Sunday I am going to be in London watching the London E-Prix with Formula E. So I'm not going to be able to record the alternative Hungarian Grand Prix, but I'll pre-record that. So I'm going to have to pick the. I'm going to have to guess who driver of the day will be. Yeah, tune in next time for alternative Hungary. See you then. Bye bye.